What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Ross the Boss coming at you with an all-new Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. Unfortunately, France has declared war on me, or I guess I should say Naples here has declared war on independence, bringing in their ally of France, because France has supported independence of some of our subject states. In the meantime, I think I am going to take out these very small rebels here inside Algeria. I'd like to go ahead and consolidate our troops, and possibly even take out the troops here inside Navarra. This is a mountainous province. I'm going to unmothball all of our ships. Looks like our early carracks are about to be unmothball them. They are going to be blockaded, and of course they are going to be brought into a province here. Let's retreat. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to... looks like I'm going to lose all of these units. Unfortunately enough, we can't move until the 12th of May. 5 more days. Yep, did they get stack wiped? No, they surprisingly did not. But they're about to get stack wiped right now. They still can't move. They're being blocked by a hostile fort. We might have to take our chances and just leave our troops here for the time being. And they should not be able to get through Fez. But Austria is making gains. How is England doing? Not well at all. That doesn't make sense. How did they get their troops through? Alright, well anyway, my next goal will be to plant all of my troops here in Gibraltar. I might even, once these, well that was very dumb of them, once these troops go through, not going to give my merchants support. All of these troops are going to die, but of course they are going to be blocked in North Africa. The war goal was to defend the capital, so I guess this is an offensive war against Naples. But of course their capital is about to fall to Austria. Now, my entire goal, let's see here. White peace, Naples, Aragon, and Tlemcen will remain subjects to Castile. This is all I really want, is a white peace, though I would like some additional territory from France. Not sure how well that would work. I have 2 extra missionaries. Let's put them to good use and start moving along these lines, possibly taking over some provinces with a high amount of unrest. I don't see too many. I don't really see many at all. Let's take these 2 provinces. 0%. I wonder what this one was. Cadiz will take 7 months. Let's go with Galicia. 6 months. Our first colony is about to be completed. And I believe I'm going to leave these 7,000 troops here. And possibly create a bunch of other troops as well. I'm going to do a 10, 2, and 4. Creating 16 new troops. Titling it Defense. I guarantee you no one's going to be able to cross this mountainous province. Of course, once I have an abundance of extra troops here as well. Let's see if we can take out these 1,000 troops. Splitting our army in half, bringing 8 and 8. Yeah, it looks like these, because this province here is a mountainous province, as you know, as far as I could tell. Yep, mountains. They're going to have a very hard time crossing the strait and the mountains. So we have a very strong defense. And that will essentially be our entire goal. I would like to use these 16,000 troops to move up into Navarra. They are in a mountainous province. And it looks like turn Arguin into a city. They have gained a base production and they do produce wool. So for the rest of the game, they now have some extra development, which is very nice. We're going to send our next colony, next colonial colonists out to this small province called the Grain Coast. We are slowly moving our way around Africa. Now, it looks like France is going to be trapped here. And they're probably going to have to deal with all of my rebels. Because it is the wrong religion. Okay, the 16,000 troops are moving in without a general. We will grant them one. And they are about to attack Naples here, but they do have cannons. Naples does not. And of course, all of our cannons are going to absolutely shred through their infantry. Once our new lines get created, we should try to create some sort of defensive perimeter around Gibraltar. And of course, every battle that we win, we are going to gain some prestige, which is very nice. Let's try to protect ourselves in Sevilla. We might lose this 1,000 unit troops. Maybe not. We'll retreat on the 24th, if we can make it that far. Land movement is blocked by a hostile fort, which doesn't make sense. Did we lose that unit? Yep, we did, unfortunately enough. We can always produce more. We are going to, once again, invest in a new colonist, which will be quite nice. We are already fabricating on the grain coast. Might as well get this coast as well. And in the meantime, let's send you back in, produce another 1,000 units of Galilean infantry. And we should have a very, very powerful defense. Loan offer from Provence, we won't be granting that anytime soon. But of course, Naples is about to lose their capital. And when that happens, we are going to get a ticking war score. And all we really need to do is defend. We are in a very good position here. I wonder if we can get a separate peace. No, it looks like we can't get a separate peace from either Tlemcen or Aragon. But I would like to take some additional territory from France. Looks like they are going to lose Paris, surprisingly enough. You know, it would be quite funny to separate peace France. Then we'd really be able to kick everyone's butt. But really what I want to do is separate peace everybody, because we are in a losing war here. Despite having more manpower, I don't feel very comfortable fighting France. I wanted all of my subjects on my side, but I guess that's not going to happen. We now have 16,000 troops. We have 10-4. Once again, we're going to move you into Badajoz. And hopefully, France tries to cross the strait with... They should get absolutely shredded. At least that's my goal. We have about 32,000 men plus 7,000. Once the siege of Fez will fall, they should feel very cocky and move into Iberia. Let's convert Vizcaya, and we are also going to convert Sororia. 5 months, and I believe it was 7 months. No mission selected. I would like to do a naval race, and I believe I will. My goal, of course, will be to promote my navy after this battle. And anything, you know, once we have, looks like Aragon is hostile. And it looks like Naples is very upset because we siphoned their income. Every year that goes by, that siphoned income will dissipate. And our yearly prestige is slowly improving. Our colonist is about to arrive, bringing our colony maintenance to about 4 ducats. And you can see here that we now have Castilian Guinea. I can't wait for the... You know what? I wonder if it would even be possible. Sortie from siege. No. I think I'm just going to stay here for the time being. Let them take attrition while my manpower slowly grows over time. Our looming disaster is quite near. Of course, our religious unity is 35% out of 50%. So we are moving closer and closer. The Moroccan separatists, the Grenadian separatists, really, this is the only province that I am a little annoyed with. We'll send a missionary there in time. The Portuguese separatists and Oporto should dissipate. But of course, they are going to have to take out these Moroccan separatists very, very soon. And that will certainly wither down the amount of manpower they have. And it, of course, will cost them a lot of money. How is the siege of Napoli going? Very well. They have breached the walls, and of course, they are 7% a chance every month to surrender. Paris is about to fall as well. All of their forces seem to be in northern Africa, and we have put them in a chokehold. There's really nothing they can do. Of course, I am going to leave my forces here to ensure that none of their forces can make it through the Straits of Gibraltar. Yeah, you can see here that 60,000 troops, we could easily take them out quite quickly. And we might even, I don't want to have to waste any more income than that's necessary, but I would like to get a little bit more forces over in this area. We have finally sieged down Napoli, and Paris will fall very soon as well. I wonder how long it would take to just get a separate peace, and eventually that'll happen quite soon. Possibly even once Paris falls. I would like to take Le Bourd and possibly even Bern. That way we'd get more development, but also having Bordeaux could be quite beneficial as well. And I can't wait to have France here to have a massive defeat inside Cadiz. I may even go ahead and produce a few more infantry just in case, and maybe 2 more cannon. I think I'll do 6, 5, and 2. I hope none of them get produced on this side, and it looks like they will not. We are converting more and more provinces to the one true faith. Let's go to our religious map mode. I want Murcia to get rid of these Grenadian separatists, and Cantabria needs to be converted as well. Now, we should have, go to our religious area, 37% religious unity. And Fez will fall any day now. So here's exactly what I want. I want a white peace, and I want Le Bourd, but I'd have to siege that down, and I'm not sure exactly what would happen. But if we had our white peace now, ooh, or even, it looks like Scotland here is not in a war. I wonder what it would take to get these English troops into France. We have lost the siege of Fez. More and more of our troops are being produced every day. We'll move you into Cordoba so you could respond a little bit faster. Okay, here we are, about to have a massive battle on our hands. Going to produce another general just in case. Maybe even producing one more. You're kind of garbage. Okay, we're about to have a massive battle on our hands. We'll send you in as fast as we can. They're going to have a -2 crossing penalty, and they are going to be fighting in the mountains. 21st of October, and we should arrive on the 30th of October. So now they have a -2 terrain penalty. They should have a crossing penalty as well, but they do not, which is very upsetting. We should be able to knock them down. I'm going to be very upset if they win. That's very, very upsetting. They certainly just have too many troops. I'm going to retreat, and if we can, give a white peace now, ending the war, and that way we don't lose any of our precious manpower. Now, Naples, Aragon, and Telemachus will remain subjects of Castile. I am very happy about that. We now are loyal. Telemachus here is loyal as well. And Naples is not loyal, but we are going to improve our relations with them. And we are going to declare a war on France in the year 1503. So we have 6 years to produce more and more infantry. And of course, try to set up our next invasion. We are losing a lot of income every single month. Let's recruit an advisor, possibly a treasurer. Ooh, you know what? We might even need an inquisitor. And I think we are going to get an inquisitor from the clergy. And it looks like we can't until the year 1527. Why? The year 1498. So 10th of March, so in 6 months, we will get another Inquisitor. We are very curious about these Moroccan separatists. I believe they are going to spawn and be a very, very dangerous adversary. I would like to go ahead and try to get Naples and Aragon to enforce religion. They will absolutely hate this. I'm not really sure how I feel about this. Let me declare war on France. Have all of their forces be weakened before we do anything crazy. And where exactly do we stand at the time? I'm very surprised here. They should have taken a straight crossing, you know, right here, this icon. And, you know, they didn't. And they should have had a -2 terrain penalty, and they did not. So that is very, very frustrating. All of these troops will meet up in Sevilla. All of our extra ones, at least. This should be 10-4, 10-4, and then this last troop. We have now gained a competent cousin, 10 legitimacy, very nice to see. Granada here and Sevilla, these troops will meet up, and eventually we are going to have to move down into North Africa to possibly take over what little is left. I would like to go ahead and enforce religion, but you know, they do have a loyalty towards me now here in Tlemenken. So I'm not too sure if that's exactly the best play at this time. We have a free advisor slot. We are going to take, it might be a good idea to get the treasurer now, but in March we will be able to get an inquisitor and begin sending more and more missionaries to convert our provinces to the one true faith. Royal marriage from Tlemenken, I believe I will. We now have a new prince consort. And he is greedy. Or she is... Nah, he is greedy. Because we have a queen. But hopefully, of course, our heir will be king very soon. But, you know, unfortunately enough, it looks like our queen does have better skills than the rest of our court here. All of our ships can begin protecting trade in the Safi trade node. Looks like we are going to lose a little bit of income, but that is fine for the time being. Moroccan separatists will arise in the next 1.2 years. And, of course, we are going to finally get our Inquisitor. Surprisingly enough, it doesn't look like our influence ever got higher. Guess that was a small glitch. Anyway, our Inquisitor will cost us 43 ducats, and it will cost us 6 ducats every month. I absolutely hate that, but of course it will give us a lot of extra administrative power. And we are going to begin our conversions very shortly. And I guess we are going to have to go ahead, move all of our troops into North Africa. And take out these Moroccan separatists as soon as we can. The Grenadian separatists shouldn't be too much of a problem, especially as Murcia converts to the one true faith. We do have some war exhaustion, and over time that should dissipate. I believe I am going to go ahead and send, once both of my missionaries are done, I might go ahead and convert both of these provinces, but it looks like they do have religious zeal for the next couple years. Can I convert any of these? 35 months, that is a very long time. What about you? 35 months. I guess what I'll do is I'll take Caceres and Rioja, here and here, convert them to Protestantism. Every month that goes by, we should get new aspects. You know, I would certainly love to get global settler increase, but I guess really my biggest issue right now is I am losing a lot of money every single month, so I might have to do something like production efficiency. And Casa de Contracion, government agency to oversee all Spanish colonializations. Voyages of exploration and trade had to be approved by it, and all colonial taxes were collected by it. The CASA was also instructed to try and protect secret information on new trade routes and discoveries. Settler chance and global trade increases for the rest of time. Very nice to see. How are these provinces going? Quite well, at least for now. I would like to go ahead and begin my annexation of Portugal. I guess that's not going to happen for a very long time either. I could offer them a royal marriage. I believe I will. And of course, we are going to attempt to improve relations, at least for the time being. I don't think we're going to be declaring war on Morocco anytime soon. So we'll free up that diplomat, improve relations with Portugal. And of course, we could even send them a gift, but we are in debt, so I don't know how well that would work. I would like to ask for another contribution, but it says it can only be used once every 10 years. And it says it's because of our loyalty. What if we did something like this, and then ask for contribution? We now have 195 extra ducats, but of course we are losing 12 ducats every month. We will certainly declare war on France here in the year 1503, so 5 more years. And I believe that was February? January of 1503. Denmark gets Protestantism entrenched. And I am very happy about this. England has moved to Protestantism as well. So that means I believe England's going to be one of my biggest allies for the entire game. I don't want to lose prestige, but I don't want to lose military power. So I am going to take the prestige hit. And of course, we have a variety of countries that still hate me. Nothing much I can do. I want to enforce religion, but I don't want them to hate me. They already don't like me. I think what I'll do is I'll just do a vassalization, maybe even now. You know what? That's probably not a bad idea. It says a nation that has... That's very odd. I guess this war reset my vassalization, and we won't begin annexing until 9th of November, 1507. So what I'll do is I'll annex all of Tlemenkin, and I'll annex Portugal, possibly at the same time. Let's improve our relations with Portugal. And you know what? I am going to go ahead, I hate to do this, find Portugal, and force religion. This will bring their liberty desire very high. But of course, we now have the same religion, and it should go from a negative 20 modifier to a positive modifier, if I can find the right icon. So before they had a heretic religion, which was negative 20. Now we have gained plus 45 relations, all because we changed their religion. And I bet it would be the same with Tlemenkin here. It says this is negative 40. Okay, our rebels are about to uprise. We are losing about 11 ducats every single month. Let's continue creating more and more Protestant counties. And I am going to go ahead and end this episode here. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in our next adventure.